Hello everybody, my name is Udita. I work as a senior strategist with the Ideas Factory in Chandigarh. So for me the journey started in 2017 and through how do I say it was more of a time when I wanted to commit suicide, and that's when I know that this is not going to work and I need help. So I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder in 2017. It wasn't a disorder back then because my doctor told me that I have a borderline personality which can escalate to a disorder sometimes, and otherwise it's okay. So what happens in a borderline personality? A borderline personality is more of a pendulum personality, as how I always describe it to my friends or my family or whoever asks me about it. It's like either you are at the top or you want to fail. Either you are the best at something or you're the worst at something. It's either you want to spend hours and hours cleaning the house, or you want to stay in a very dirty house. Apart from it, it also has abandonment issues. So the problem with me was that I had a major issue thinking that my family will abandon me, my friends will abandon me, my boyfriend will abandon me, and everything like that. So the story is goes like this: that one day I just woke up and I just didn't feel like doing anything, as in when I was sleeping the the night before, when I was going off to sleep, I was like, the feeling that I had was ki kash subah kabhi na ho, which is a really bad feeling. So when I woke up, I just didn't know how to go through the day, and I was just devastated inside. Nothing seemed to make sense, and that is when I started googling about ways to die. And thanks to the fact that Google does not tell you how to die, rather tells you how to seek help, and that's when I gave a call to the Live Laugh Love Foundation, and I told them that I don't feel like living and everything. I just kept on ranting for I think an hour maybe, and they just kept on saying this one thing, that Udita, you need help, Udita, you need help, Udita, please seek help. So that's when I actually thought that maybe, let's just give it a try and maybe somebody can help me. And the journey is really long. So, breaking it up, I'll be talking about my journey and how there was a stigma, and how there was a stigma inside me about taking pills. And at the end, how what people say actually is true, that it's going to be okay. So what happened with me was, I started looking for therapists, and when I started looking for therapists, it's when anyone starts looking for therapists, it's not easy to find one very easily, because I met 3 therapists who told me that it's going to be okay, things that I already knew, things that I thought I knew, and maybe they were also trying to help, but then I couldn't connect. And that's when I realized that maybe I don't need a therapist right now, maybe I don't need a psychologist, I need a psychiatrist. So it's very important that you understand that whether you need a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So to everyone who is seeking help, I would recommend to visit a psychiatrist first, because if your mental health condition is something that can be handled by a psychologist, that recommendation will be given to you by your psychiatrist. So I would say, before seeking a psychologist, please talk to a psychiatrist. So when I finally talked to my psychiatrist, the issue that I had in my mind was that oh my god, am I abnormal? Like people say, I'm not normal, I am something like so big in my life, and I don't need medicines. Oh my god, medicines is a bad thing. So that's when my doctor explained me in a very nice way that when you're driving, so there are 3 factors that contribute to a smooth drive. One is the driver, that is me. Second is the road, that is the external environment, and third will be your engine of the car. So I was like, I don't want to take medicine. So my doctor told me, what if the driver is good, what if the road is good, what if there is a problem with the engine? That is, the problem is here with your mind with something, the wiring, there is this, circuit खराब है अभी दिमाग का, तो वो तो दवाई से ही ठीक होगा. So for everyone who faces this stigma about medicines, I would say this one thing, that it doesn't matter. Look out for yourself. If you're looking out for yourself, if you had, God forbid, if you had a terminal illness, would you try to make it okay on your own by meditating, or by talking to people, or by taking, I don't know, psychological sessions? No. If you have diabetes, what will you do? Would you just, will leaving sugar make your diabetes go away? No. And the second question that comes to most of the people's minds is that these pills will go on for a lifetime. To them I say, even if they do, so what? First of all, they won't. They will only in cases when you are totally dependent on only pills and making no effort on your own. For me, when I was given medication, once the medicines started making me feel fine, I started doing small things for myself, like writing letters to myself, breathing, things like body positivity. I started working on those things. If you don't work on yourself at all and just rely on medicines, then there might be a possibility that the medicines will go on. And even then I beg to differ, that I don't think that medicines will go on forever, and even if they do, I think there's not a problem. Take it like vitamins. It's okay, you are not going to die with medicines. You might die without medicines, because you might end up in situations like suicide. And it's very important to listen to yourself, and it's okay if you're taking pills. And the second, probably the third thing that I want to talk about is how do you seek help? So a lot of people ask me that we can't open up. It's very difficult for us to talk to people, and we really can't open up. And to them I say, I understand. See, I was always someone who liked to talk. So for me it was comparatively easy to talk and to seek help. But for people who cannot talk, I think I would recommend just go visit the doctor. Let him ask questions. Sometimes you can choose a reverse approach. Rather than you talking, let the doctor ask you questions. For example, how is your relationship with your mother? Then you answer. Let's give it a structure, and then probably it will be easy for you to take things forward. So for those who really can't talk, I think let the therapist do their job. They are well trained. They know how to make you talk, and if I myself am very available for anyone who wishes to seek help ever. Though I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but I can definitely listen, and I think that's the biggest help that's needed in the world right now. Another thing that I wish to talk about is about loving yourself. See, by loving myself, I don't mean ki I keep on telling myself that I love you, I love you. I still think that I have tires. I still think that I'm, this is wrong, that is wrong. But at the end of the day, I tell myself, it's okay. It's okay, Udita, I love you. And that helps. The first time I was told by my life coach कि शीशे में खड़ी होके अपने आप को बोल कि I love myself. I thought it's funny. She told me to hug myself like this. I thought it's funny. When I did it, it felt better. It felt that someone is there for me, irrespective of whatever life is giving or whatever is happening. Other than that, also doing things like writing your letters to yourself. I reiterate this a lot of times, that it's good to say it's okay to yourself over and over and over again. But I actually mean it. I mean, how many times do we give ourselves the leverage of being okay? So I think these are the most important things that I wanted to talk about today. And for anyone who is seeking help, I know this is the last thing you want to hear right now, but it is true somewhere. I am telling you, it's going to be okay. If So there's this quote, right, which says that if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. It is going to make you stronger. And I really want you, I'll pray for you here, and I want you to do one thing, and that is just breathe. Just breathe, irrespective of what happens in life. Sit down, just breathe. Thank you guys. Bye bye.